Why it? Every single possible piece of everything within existence is not working today. Holy shit! God damn it! I was ready to start this being all happy and joyful and full of life and just fuck it! Fuck it all! Because the T-Man is not allowed to have any sense of rest or happiness or joy in his miserable existence. Oh my god. Just give me a fucking second of just one iota of something working the way it should. Is that too much to ask? Apparently, it is. Sorry about your poor speakers. Sorry. Just for some reason, it was not letting me use the fucking mic. You know, the mic that's never been touched. This wasn't working. Had to unplug and replug everything, and magic. It made everything work. And then I started up the stream. The camera wasn't working. So I clicked on the camera. God, what the hell is even this? And it began to work. So that is how this day is going to be, I guess. Welcome everybody to the Dragon's Teacast, the home of anime and tea lovers. I am the Tea Man, and I'm here with a nice little cup of tea to help me relax and slowly but surely quench my inner rage. Today we're going to talk about happy things. Nice, joy. I forgot to fucking let people know on Discord that I am live. I can't even joke about being happy or calm. Oh my god. Let's also go ahead and mute. Well then. Ironically enough, this is going to tie into the topic of today. Also, I'm not wearing my regular Vegeta shirt. Instead, I'm wearing my Fight the Power Good and Login shirt. Celebrate one of the best animes of all time. Oh, and I forgot to do prep. Of course I did, because we were going to talk about something which I was going to prep on, but of course I didn't. Which ties into the topic of quality. But before we get into all of that fun stuff, let's talk about Anime Matsuri. It just passed this weekend. One of the largest anime conventions in the entire United States. I think it's like number 2 in all of the US, around 50,000 people, give or take. So, came and gone. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of good old Anime Matsuri. First, the good, which will actually go into the bad. Got sales, made me a good amount of money. The bad is that I did not make as much as I expected. But the ugly, I guess, is that nobody else seemed to either. With the economy being the way that it is, people just don't have as much money to spend, which really sucks, but I get it. So, in a way, compared to other people, I did not do as bad as some other people did. I only made around 20%. Or no, let me rephrase that. That is the opposite of that. I made 20% less this year than last year. But I know some people made, they said, around 50% less this year than last year. And it's not Asen's fault. It's not Anime Matsuri's fault. It's just the way anime. Hi, I'm the T-Man. If you haven't noticed, I am tired. Because for me, the work was not Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The work was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday, Monday. And a little bit this morning, and not as much as I hoped. But after this, I'm going into screw it mode. I'm just going to do nothing but rest for all the rest of the day today and tomorrow. And then Thursday, I will pick back up on doing tea stuff and business stuff. Maybe I will do the next Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 3, because I'm finally getting to stuff I never played in the Cold Frost. Thank you for joining us over on Rumble. I'm finally getting to stuff I never got to experience, because it was all early access stuff. So yes, I did not do as good as I hoped, but nobody else seemed to as well. So if I compare myself to other people, I did pretty well. So that's good. Booth setup went really smooth. I did a lot of do the Dark Urge is fun. I'm gonna do a Dark Urge play as well. Not on stream, but I am looking forward to that. Setup went really well. Everything went extremely smoothly planning for the convention. I basically got the things I'm going to do down to a T, and I'm giving myself enough wiggle room for all the mistakes that will inevitably happen. And honestly, the worst part of the whole thing was the closing down at the end. There was a lot of giant trucks this year, and they made getting into the parking lot for vendors extremely difficult. And so what should have been, I was done closing up my booth. So Matsuri closed at 4, and I was done by like 5. Brewed up some spirit amount for a few friends. It was pretty well received. Excellent. All my teas are pretty well received. Though I think I'm going to do another update on Wizard Familiar Raven. It's still not blueberry enough, as I've heard from some other people. And that's something I wish to fix. I don't like it if one of my teas is meh, which will again tie into the second part of this conversation. Some good things I was watching at Matsuri. First of all, and this is going to be a shot at Anime Central and just general Illinois conventions. There seems to be a lot more attractive people in Houston. A lot more attractive people. Like over up in northern Illinois, it's it's bad. But over here, down here in Houston, a lot of attractive people, a lot of smiles, and a lot of, how can I say it so people can get it? A lot of genuinely cute people, as opposed to, look at me, I'm trying to be kawaii, There was one thing I saw before the show even began. Somebody was setting up a stuffed animal booth, and one of the volunteers, I'm guessing, decided to get themselves a stuffed animal. And so they bought it, and they ran back to their friends, just like hugging it and smiling and just being all happy, and just their face was lit up. Like, it was adorable. I love seeing stuff like that. And they were not, there wasn't anybody around, so they weren't playing it up for the crowd or anything. And you just see little things like that here and there. There's people just being genuine, cute people. The more time I spend here in Houston, the more I hate Chicago, honestly. I shouldn't say Houston, because I don't freaking live in Houston. How late am I? I was like 10 minutes late, Mr. Glorious Zote, so you're only about 8 minutes late yourself. Because I had some good old-fashioned tech issues in the beginning. I still don't know why my camera just decided, hey, for the first time ever, I'm just not going to work. Just click around until it does. Oi. What other good things did I see at Matsuri? I saw a lot of internet friends. So I saw Mr. Illegal Vices, who came all the way from South Korea to here. So that was fun. Got to give him a hug. I saw Mrs. Flux, the very tiny woman, who when I hugged, I just picked up and I just want to throw around, something I've done ever since high school. But I said, okay, I get it. This is a current year. I can't do that anymore. It's a damn shame. I did that with everyone back in the day. One of my favorite memories of high school, I don't know why it just popped into my head. It's just one of those things where you can't even imagine someone doing today, which is me and a bunch of friends were just dicking around. And there was a teacher who walked by us, and it was after school hours, but we were still in school. Oh, yeah, we were doing races where me and somebody else would race when other people would jump on their backs and we would see who would make it. And then a teacher walked by wondering what we were doing. And my, at the time, what was I, 200 some pound ass, jumped on his back and just went, go, go, go. And all he did was laugh and go, T-Man, get down. And so I did. And if I tried that in 2023, I would be in jail for decades, probably. There was a great party of panty and stocking cosplay. Oh, there was a great panty of panty and stocking cosplay. She was cute. Yeah, it was just actual cute people. I loved it. People loving the names of my tea. So yes, I met Mr. Legal Vices, Mrs. Flux. I met that Australian Aussie overlord. Saw Mr. Nick Ricardo for a second. That was others, but I can't remember. One of the unfortunate things is I saw the critical drinker walk by several times, but he never looked in my direction, so I couldn't wave him down. I wanted to talk to him for a little bit and give him a good old-fashioned handshake. Just because he's one of the few people that made it to where he is, over 1 million views, or 1 million followers, I should say, by just being a genuine person and making quality content, as opposed to these lazy-ass live streams like I'm doing right now, which sadly, the live streams kind of make more money than the actual quality content. Like, if anyone super chats $5, you already double the amount of money I make based on most other videos, which I actually put time and effort into. That's the state of the YouTubes right now. I got him to sign a copy of his book. Fantastic. How is his book? Obviously, it's not any shot to him, but I'm never going to be able to read his books because I can't even read the books I want to read. As frustrating as that is. I know what I feel about the super chat part. Also was a cool guy. Good. Yeah. God, I've had Journey to the West for like 2 weeks now, and I'm still in the introduction stage. But then again, the introduction is like 90-some pages long. Do you like Tom Clancy or James Bond? When I was younger, I listened to the audio versions. I can't even listen to the audio versions. I have over 10 YouTube videos lined up right now of things I want to listen to. I can't even listen to my damn YouTube videos, let alone audiobook. When I was still doing things like Grubhub, that's what I would do. But since I'm not doing that anymore, it's not within my realm of possibility at this point. For some reason, I just can't focus like I used to. I think that'll be fixed once I recover a little bit more from the burnout stuff. Because one of the things I've noticed in my general recovery is my focus. D-Man, dropping a like and going to listen on alt. Fantastic. Same with the rest of you. Give it a like, or else. The Ryan Drake series is very Tom Clancy James Bond. See, I've never actually read Tom Clancy James Bond. I've just seen the movies and played the games. And even that was decades ago. But yeah. Oh, and Chris Gord as well. I would love to be able to, at some point, talk with those guys off camera. Because everybody always got to put on some kind of act or act some kind of a different way when they're on stream. I just want to be able to just pick their brains without the worry of how it's going to come about or come around to other people. Because I still have this issue, and I'm sure you guys can notice, where I'm constantly stopping what I'm saying because I gotta think of how to say it, because every time this freaking black dick is in my face, I can't seem to properly communicate, and I hate it. Chris Gore was great to meet. Yeah. So what else we got going on from Matsuri? So I talk about the people I met. Sales were okay. Made a lot of new fans. A lot of people also came over to the Discord, which is great. I did tell people that I was live. I can't even remember what I did 5 minutes ago. I'm exhausted. It's a D-Man 50, or in this case, 50 D-Man. Thank you for joining us again over on Rumble. Did this Chris Gold bought your tea? No, unfortunately, he did not come by. Neither did Mr. Critical Drinker. Would have loved if they did. They get a good amount of people buying my tea. There was less annoying moments this year at Matsuri. In fact, in terms of annoying moments, I can only think of two that happened. And one of them barely even counts because it was what they probably thought was out of earshot. But I guess someone didn't like tea, and when one of their friends pointed out that it's tea, they said something along the lines of, "Oh, tea is gross." But again, they were far away from me, and I just managed to hear it. So it wasn't like they weren't trying to get at me. And then there was another person, multicolored hair, who made a comment about how my tea is so overpriced. It's like, well, then bye, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Damn, I got to make some next year. Annoying moments, that is. No, let's not make any annoying moments. I enjoy it when it's not annoying. But other than that, everything else went fine. Managed to fit everything. Talk with some good people. Yep, no complaints. Well, minus I didn't get as many sales as I wanted, but again, that seems to be for everybody across the board. So, with that, if you guys also have any stories, feel free to share, and I will share them here as well. With that, there is the second topic of this. Oh, so let me see something real quick. So it's always funny when I have a video that pops off, because then I have a lot of people who join me, who sign up, or subscribe, I should say. But then it's like the second I post a video or go live, many of them drop. So far, nobody actually has. Okay. Surprising. My story is that I went camping instead. Filthy campers. Oh. One of my goals was when everything gets settled down with the Dragon's Treasure, I'll go camping by myself for a good weekend. And I said I was going to do that like 40 years ago, but it's not settled down enough for me to be able to do it, which sucks, but it is what it is. All right, back to quality. So, the last video I made that was not a live stream or anything of the sort, just a video where I edit, was back in May. So June, July, that was 3 months ago. And I talked about before, the reason I am not doing it as much is because in terms of time and money, it's not really worth it from my financial standpoint. But I am not so simple-minded. And yes, I am being insulting. I'm directing it towards some people, but I'm only going to say them in my head. I'm not so simple-minded where everything about my business and my craft and what I do in my life revolves around making money. There's been... Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Yeah. We're not going to get into politics, but I have to bring political stuff up. So we all know there's a certain group of people, let's call them the wokies, who make everything they touch worse, including anime. And I've kind of hopped onto the boat of, you know what, Western civilization, you keep destroying everything I love, so to hell with you. If anything, get away from my anime. The new term that's been spreading around the past few weeks is tourists, and I love that term because it really does describe it well. Just tourists who destroy everything they touch. But with that being said, there is an increasingly large amount of people who are on the other side of the wokies, who are, in many ways, basically the exact same type of people, just with different things that annoy me about them, who only seem to know how to exist as an antithesis to the wokies. If the wokies say something is good, they have to automatically say something is bad. If they say they don't like something, the anti-wokies have to automatically love it and talk about how it's the greatest thing ever. And so here I am looking at everyone, just wishing people would just be genuine and authentic. But no, that's too much of an ask nowadays. And so one of the issues that's become way too prevalent is that the anti-wokie people, or whatever you want to call them, they see that a lot of the wokies hate capitalism and hate how everything revolves around money. So they decide their way of life must be revolving around purely financial incentives. And they have, funnily enough, become the very stereotypes that the wokie crowd keeps pointing out. They have embodied the same energy as like the robber barons and the mindless, faceless corporations. Quality products are worth paying a little more for. F the haters. Real respect's real. And so a lot of people seem to take all of this anime and video game and etc. stuff and seem to now only think its only purpose is just to make money. And this is why the people on the right, or more specifically the not left, they have no... I don't know how to say this without being an asshole. They don't even understand the very concept of culture. Yeah, that is the words I want to use. They don't even understand the concept of culture. They laugh about people being mindless consumers, but I have never seen more mindless consumers than these people. And so there's a lot of folks who, if I talk about something beyond mere financial gains, they just lose their minds. They don't know what I'm talking about. And so while most of the reasons I stopped making those videos was, well, after what YouTube did to me in my Epic of Dragon Ball video, it was just one giant case of, if they're going to destroy what I make, why bother making it? But there was also a part of me that was getting kind of sick of putting in all this effort and making pennies on the dollar from YouTube ads and seeing all these people come on. Hey, it's me going live again. I'm gonna post a thing about Twitter and how somebody says something stupid on Twitter. I'm gonna say the same opinions everybody else has. You know exactly what I'm going to say. And they make thousands of dollars of people giving them super chats, basically saying, hey, yeah, I agree. And it's also come to a head with the React channels. The average modern human in the West is so spiritual and cognitively disconnected from life that they may as well be dead. This is somebody else saying that. I really believe most of them only exist due to inertia. Yes. That is I highly agree with this comment. I'm actually going to use I'm stealing it from you, so to nod. Most of them exist only due to inertia. That is a beautiful way of putting it. I respect that a lot, honestly. Or they think in a different way, like you're focusing on your brand or something like that. And you wonder why everything goes to hell. I'm trying my best not to specifically call any people out. I mean, we already know there are some people who I always talk about. But there was a whole, well, actually, that's okay. Many great thinkers steal from me. I don't want to get off too much on a tangent, but the basic idea is that the increasing meta of React channels has been pissing me off. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit of a shout out. Hold on. I want to make sure that people go to this person. Yep, that's the one. Go here. I'm going to go ahead and share. Let's see. There we go. Share screen. That's the one. Share. Make sure you can see it. Pop it up. All right, this guy right here. It's someone I highly recommend people check out. Dark Viper AU. I'm sure my 5 people watching right now really respect gonna boost his 1.38 million subscriber channel. But for years now, he has done extensive videos on React channels. Why I spoke out against reaction content featuring Moist Critical. Let's see. Playlists. Minecraft. There we go. He's got a full 18 videos. Why React content harms.
Asmongold.
Begins with this. Reactors to professional parasites. So people like me put a lot of time, effort into making videos. 20 plus viewers over on Rumble, really? Well, again, Rumble lies. They really do lie. Yeah, on mine, 17 watching. I know there are quiet people, so I figure at most, if I'm lucky, there's going to be 10 people over on Rumble, but 17, too much boosting. And that was last week. Over 700 people viewed my video before it went live. Really? I'm not going to buy that. Over 700 people before I even went live. Boy. Anyway. So yes, this man I highly recommend. And I'm gonna post this on YouTube and Rumble to make people click on it. Everybody lies. Everybody lies, and people like me who want everybody else to tell the truth, well, we're ostracized. Okay, posted it over to Rumble. I don't think he has a Rumble channel, so I can't do it there. And then I'm posting it over on the YouTubes. So go check his videos out. Suppose you don't have to watch all of them. At the very least, the first one is the best one. How a socialist made capitalism worse is actually this dumb. The hidden lies behind Gabby Bell's YouTube career. Is it even possible for reaction content to be ethical? I've never watched this one. I should watch it. Osmongold built an empire by paying with exposure. Osmongold's dominance by re-uploading content. The unseen impact of reactors, a critical analysis. Again, this guy does legwork. He really does. Which is why I highly respect him and what he does. Subs for XQC. Yeah. And even though I'm fully aware that I'm not going to have every video be like my Naruto video, it's still popping off somehow. It's still gaining like 5,000 viewers a day, which I don't like. I'll accept it. It's been going on like for a month. Hello, Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. And so, yeah, so even though what I'm doing is not financially viable for YouTube or Rumble or just content creation in general, everybody is looking to become some kind of a parasite. They look to feed off of people who actually make content. And even though on average one live stream makes me as much as, here, let me actually do the math in this. 1 second, everybody. I gotta switch on over. Then I'll come over here, YouTube Studio, content. Let's go analytics. Okay, is anybody else a content creator and is like every 3 or 4 days fucking bombarded with YouTube trying to verify it's you? I gotta keep going to my phone, pressing the button they want me to press. God, it's annoying. Leave me alone. Okay, since published. All right. So the last video I made on the Kodansha app made me $1.51. AI Psyche and the Human Soul. Since published, $1.93. So if anybody super chats me $5, you're gonna make me more money than the last 2 videos combined. D&D is dead. Why modern societies are horrible. Combining those 2, we got not you. D&D is dead. Okay, $2.76. Hooray! And then $2.65 from the which one was this one again? The title: Why modern stories are horrible and why they need to be good. So these are. It's not a lot, as you can tell. Get back to the right screen. There we go. It's because my super chats, more or less, yeah. No, we've had 1 or 2 people besides you doing super chats, but the rest of you, give me money. Super chat. I demand it. Which reminds me, Rumble. I've yet to actually get my money from Rumble. It's kind of annoying. They have some kind of like a really long wait process for you to actually get your money. Anyway, so you guys get the idea. You know, I put in all of this effort for a video and I get nothing out of it. How about what was my biggest pop-out video in the past few months? Last September when I made the video on Galadriel and her insane lack of acting skills. 20,000 views made me, okay, $38. It's still not enough for the day's work I put into it, to be honest. Then the video I made on, well, Twitch streamers, $1.96. Yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is it's not going to be for the money. I would like it to be for the money. Or I'm saying that wrong. I would like there to be money associated with the videos I make, but I know that's probably not going to happen. There have been people who are clicking the YouTube shop button that takes them to my website. I don't know how many people actually bought anything because there's no way to see it. Shopify Analytics does not tell me. It tells me how many people click from YouTube, but they don't say how many people clicked from my videos, which is how many people clicked from, let's say, somebody else's videos sharing my link or whatever. Which is one of those unfortunate things I just gotta deal with. Unless I'm mistaken. Analytics, I did the insights. I don't know why I'm checking again. Come on, load faster. God, also, new message. I gotta deal with that. Shopify did a lot of changes over the summer. They're still making those changes, and every single one of them has been awful. The type of stuff where they seem to be just taking resources away and making everything about the site worse, and it's really annoying. It's like you would have been better by just doing nothing. You put in effort to make this site worse. Why would you do that? Why would you do this to us? Anyway, so yeah. The first video I'm going to do, I'll at least have some elements of riding the algorithm train. It's going to be on Baldur's Gate 3, talking about, you know, how the devs are freaking out because you can't treat Baldur's Gate 3 as the new standard. You can't expect us to do this much work. I'm going to use my business knowledge of how to break down doing stuff and show why, despite the sheer size of Baldur's Gate 3, it is nowhere near as massive as you might think. And I'm going to show you guys just how you can make a game like Baldur's Gate 3 and not be so highly overwhelmed. It's ultimately a fancy flowchart, and I'll show you just the basics of how you do set flowcharts. And that'll be the gist of the video. I already began the script back in last Thursday. Just the opening parts of it, so I can get some of those juices flowing, so I can start thinking about it. And I'm going to be working on it on my own pace, at my own time. There's not going to be any sense of urgency or any sense of, my people need me, I need to deliver. It'll come out when it comes out. And that's all I can really say about it. It's all I can promise. There's only so much I can really offer on that point. Because I'm still tired, I'm still recovering. You know, I'm a lot less of a mess than I was last month and 2 months ago, but I'm still a bit of a mess. So that's why the rest of today and tomorrow, I'm going to just be resting. And that is it. Before I give the final goodbyes, everybody else who went to Anime Matsuri, feel free to tell some stories as I start to give the last little bits before I wind things down. The shiny graphics have replaced good gameplay and long/ready playtime. Baldur's Gate 3 happens to have both. The graphics are also not like amazing, phenomenal. They're good, but they're not groundbreaking. They're just where they need to be, I feel. There was give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up a thing. Go to search. There you are, young man. That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one. There it is. Okay, go back to this screen. Let's go ahead and share screen. That's the one. Share. All right. So this is Grums. Grums, if you don't remember, official Twitter of Mark Kern, CEO and designer, former team lead for OG World of Warcraft, producer, Diablo 2, StarCraft, Chrono Trigger's best game. Come here, tea. Ugh. Blizzard games today are not the same as they were in the OG Blizzard days. This is simply because of hiring. OG Blizzard hired very selectively. You had to have extreme talent, and you also had to be a hardcore gamer who did it for passion, not for pay or career. Because there was neither of those things at the time. Games were niche. Today's game dev is very specialized, and the talent bar got even higher at a time where every dev team was trying to double their size for next-gen graphics. This led to relaxing of standards on the must-play games side of things and trade for increased specialized talent. But it also led to the rise of the game dev career-oriented person. This is a 9-to-5 job that does not do it just for the passion. Not knocking it, I am. It is what it is and a valid lifestyle choice, but it does have consequences. And I fully agree with Mr. Mark. Also, one of the reasons I'm trying to go back to doing things I'm passionate about as opposed to just for the money. But though at the same time, everything I said a few live streams ago about how people highly don't give two shits about quality does still hold highly true. And at some point, I'm probably going to do a video on all of you Diablo 4 players and just asking what the fuck is wrong with you. Because I'm tired of even hiding my just shock at you guys. It happened exactly how I predicted it. Oh man, Blizzard is such a terrible company. They don't care about people. All they do is make shit games. Just shit game after shit game. Everything is awful. Oh, wait. Diablo? Oh man. Oh, my nostalgia. I know the last thing you did, Diablo Mobile, was god awful and it was just a giant stain on the community. And Diablo 3 just had nothing but problems. You know, it's been like, 15 years since you made a decent Diablo game. Oh man, here, take all of my money. Oh man, I'm thinking nostalgia, not even the fucking game I'm playing, but just on nostalgia basis. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, wait, nostalgia is starting to run out. I don't know what's happening. Wait, what? This game actually sucks? What do you mean this game actually sucks? Oh no, this game sucks. Blizzard, why would you do this? I was so sure this game was going to be good. Like, fucking hell, people. Fucking hell. And you're going to do it again. You're just going to do it again. Next time someone just dangles some nostalgia in front of you, you're just going to give them money again. And then wonder why the gaming industry is shit. Because you, the players, forget about the shitty game devs. You guys are funding this shit. I said it, I think, last live stream. If I was Blizzard, why the fuck would I change? Why would I want to put an effort in making a good game? Honest question. Why would I? You're just going to give me money? I'll just shit out whatever I want, and you're going to give me your money. I don't got to worry about quality. I don't care about your happiness. I'm going to do whatever I can to just jingle the nostalgia bait, and you're going to bite it. You're not going to give your money to a company that actually deserves it. You're not going to try out a new game. You're just going to keep chasing after nostalgia. And then wonder why the small companies fail and the big companies get bigger. There's a thing going on with Call of Duty right now. I want to look more into it. But I'm seeing a lot of people like flipping their shit over Modern Warfare 3 and saying they're going to boycott this game now because they're basically giving you the same video game. This is what they're saying, and I'm going to get back to that. They're saying that they're giving us basically the same video game with just slightly changed graphics and putting on a $70 price ticket on it and saying this is not okay. We must take a stand. They've been doing this for 15 years. They've been doing this for 15 years. So I'm not sure what's really changed Modern Warfare 3 2. So I'm not sure what exactly has changed with this new iteration of Modern Warfare 3. But so far, from my point of view, they're just doing exactly what they've been doing. In my honest gut prediction, the game is going to sell as well as all the other ones. Which leads me back. If I was the people who makes Modern Warfare, I can't even... Was it Activision? I can't even remember. But if I was that company, why would I change anything that I was doing? I'm putting in less effort and making the same amount of money. There's not enough of a drop in sales to even rattle the cage and make people worried and make like the board of directors want to kick me off or something if I was the president or however that fucking system works. Again, I mean, for my business, my ego is tightened a little bit too tightly. I like when people say I make awesome stuff. People telling me I make awesome stuff is worth more to me than a single dollar. Assuming I make enough money for basic living necessities. Hint, hint, give me super chats. COD players will buy every single one because that's what they've been doing since they were 12. And it's been terrible for a decade plus. Yeah, I know. And I hear it every single goddamn year. Which is why it's getting to the point where. So if somebody has an accident and they complain about it, you understand. If they have the same accident, they complain. You're a little bit confused at why they had the same accident, but whatever. Things happen. Comedy happens. When they have the same accident for 15 years running, you kind of just want to tell them to shut up because you're tired of hearing it. That's kind of what I am with a lot of these gamers. Yeah, I'm saying it as a slur now. Gamers. Stop it. Stop giving them your money. There's nothing else I can really say about it. I know you won't. Greetings, Kaiser Pineapple. I'm here yelling at gamers, telling them they're all awful people. This kind of coincides with one of my, what do you call it, a life philosophy? I don't even know. An aspect of one of my life philosophies. Can people change? They can change. Probably won't. They could. It's not going to happen. Like you all very much have the power to not play these damn games, not give them your money. Talking about gamers or gamers? No, we're talking about the people who play stuff like Diablo, or Call of Duty, or FIFA, or NFL Blitz. Not Blitz. It's actually a fun game. Whatever, the NFL 2K, whatever's. And just people who buy the same Assassin's Creed people. I know some of you are in chat right now. The people just keep buying the same shit games over and over again. Who every single goddamn year, look at what they get, say, hey, this is shit. But then next year, give them the money again. So that is what's going on right now. No, shut up, though. I'm not going to shut up. This is probably going to be one of my videos. My actual content videos, not these shitty live streams. Where I'm going to talk about the concept of, just let people enjoy things. Why that's actually a shit concept, and it doesn't really exist. Because first of all, you're not going to let me enjoy shitting on you. So you already are breaking away from your philosophy there. So the kinds of people that I can't stand. I don't want to just keep repeating myself, but yeah. I'm glad Baldur's Gate is getting the recognition it deserves. I really am. And hopefully the other games like Divinity, Original Sin will also get the recognition that it deserves after Baldur's Gate. But the amount of people who are giving their finite resources to these companies who just hate you and don't give a shit about you and just want your money and want you to put in as little effort as possible. And then people wonder, why is culture failing? Why does nobody care about quality? Why are people producing such half-assed products? It's because you keep buying them. You keep giving them your money. And I don't know what it'll take to make you stop. But it is tiring. And so that is the short and sweet of my nice little rants. So with all of that, again, I don't want to belabor this. I don't want to just keep going on and on and on about the same thing. You get it. At some point, I'll make that video about why you can't just let people enjoy things. Bring back well-written narrative. Get back here. Bring back well-written narrative, story-driven, and dynamic games that push the boundaries of gaming and the genre as a whole. Yeah. There's ways. I said this in my Discord earlier. We all know I'm a DBZ fanboy, and just everything that Dragon Ball does, I gush over. If even I'm able to say no to a Dragon Ball game, in this case Dragon Ball Kakarot, because I feel that the quality is too low, and I have this like impulsive addiction to anything Dragon Ball related, if I can say no, why can't you guys? Why are you constantly huffing that copium of nostalgia? Nostalgium, I guess we'll call it. Just so goddamn desperate to just relive your childhood while at the same time complaining that there's nothing good out here today. Alright, so with all of that, I think all these fun little. Oh, actually, hold on one moment. I want to see. Let me see if I can do this on the fly. 1 second. Okay, close that. Do I have any common self review? No, I don't. Good. Okay, I got that. Let me open up more tabs with this. Okay. Yes. Sorry, I'll show you. Okay, here we go. All right. So GTA 5 did that well, but they make way more money from GTA Online in like a month than the entire story mode in like a year. Several years make that. Why are people trying to call me? Get out of here. Right. Okay, I can get rid of this. Share. That's 2 screens. I'll share the first one here. Bam. Make sure you guys can see all that. Oh. There it is. So, channel comments and mentions for the word underrated. Okay, so the first one doesn't apply. Land of Wave Arcs isn't underrated. Everyone knows it's the best intro arc in anime. Yeah, it wasn't back in the day. Dude, you're so underrated. Hope your channel grows. This was my comment from 2 weeks ago. And I said, I don't think it will, to be honest. I made a video criticizing cuties. YouTube hammered my channel hard practically overnight. I don't try and work the algorithm. I don't, and I hate. Just God help you if anyone just mentions the algorithm to me again. I'm fucking tired of hearing people talking about it. And since the Epic of Dragon Ball Part 7 and YouTube's gutting of my work, I have not wanted to put real effort into anything again. Maybe that's not entirely accurate. I do want to put effort into long-form videos again, but I'm just tired of this platform's algorithm nonsense. Next, I was fully invested in this. Such an underrated channel. this anime is so underrated, so that's more about anime. Holy stinking hell, you made this even better than part 1. Dragon's Treasure, thank you for doing what you do. You are criminally underrated. Love your Naruto videos, good login video. This video makes me fucking cry, too underrated. This is no doubt the most underrated channel on YouTube. And yet I'm struggling to get rolling without terrible clickbait. Most underrated anime YouTuber. This is about somebody else making underrated videos. You're really underrated, my guy. Your channel is criminally underrated, bro. Do you get the idea, chat? Do you get... It sounds nice that people are giving me these compliments that I deserve more. And I'm not saying this at them, I'm just saying this in the general idea. It's gotten tiring hearing these comments of how I am underrated. There's a thing I want to say, and it's going to sound like probably... Let me get myself back on screen. Yeah. Oh my god, too many buttons. There we go. There's a thing I want to say, and it's gonna sound like probably the most egotistical thing I have ever said on this channel. But I'm not saying it out of a place of ego. I'm trying to think of a good analogy to say to other people. If I go and I have a math competition with a bunch of 5th graders, and I beat them, and I get first place, and I get like 1,000,000 points beyond any 5th grader in a mathletes competition, that doesn't mean I am excellent and fantastic at math. It just means I went up against a bunch of 5th graders. So it's not necessarily a comment on my particular skills. Once I can get the money, the power, the resources, etc., I will be able to transform the media of gaming and anime in a way that people probably can't even comprehend. Because the technology for such things is already there. But I need to have enough money so I can do these things without worrying about running out of resources and going broke and having to shut my companies down. I know I'll be able to do it. It's not even like I think. It's I just got told that I'm going to be going up against 5th graders in a mathletes competition. And it's not so much a matter of if at this very moment, at this very instance, I can instantaneously create all of these things. There's obviously things I don't know. There's obviously things I cannot immediately do. For a lot of these things, I get the idea, and I'm able to supplant the specifics of one thing and insert the specifics of something I already know. And because of that, I am able to learn. I learn relatively fast. And I'm able to combine things in a way that makes things considerably better. So I do know when I get the chance, I'll be able to do all these things. Unfortunately, I don't have a way. It's a catch-22. I can't show off my ability to do such things without being given the chance to do such things. That is my current conundrum, my current predicament. And so instead, I got to be constantly bombarded with this isn't about me, this is about Dragon Ball. This is probably about the thing. Also, your channel is really underrated. Best video so far. This is the best video so far about Good and Login. You're so underrated. You see, it just keeps going on and on and on. Oh, God. I'm going to close out of that. Then there's the other one. 1 second. Come on, you. Share. Screen. That's the one. The same thing implies if we go with more views again. I did this all on the fly. Videos are well made, well thought out, should have got some more views. YouTube isn't for the faint of heart. It's really well put together. Shock doesn't have more views. Commenting on here again for the algorithm. Glad it's getting more views now. Holy sticking hell. Oh, we saw this one earlier. You deserve so much more views and subs. Oh, right, that's going on forever. Liked. Yeah, just talking about the general algorithm stuff. Do you have an opinion on? No, I do not. Hang on. Oh, French guy, get away. I don't know what it is. What would have been said? More views. Again, I can't look at all these. Oh, this one's a hater. What a bizarre videos. How did he get 1 million views? 6 minutes, just a waste of time. No arguments made. Oh, sorry. 6 minutes, groundwork, etc. I really hope you don't need a YouTube money to survive, because if you need, oh boy, you're surviving like a Venezuelan. Epic of Dragon Ball. Surprised to not have thousands of views. Your views are extremely good. Thank you. I just now realized your review has almost 1 million views. It's now at 1.7 million views, by the way. So weird that you don't have a lot more subs. That is weird. Because I've seen so many, let me get me back on screen. I've seen so many people who, they have a video pop off and they get like a couple of 100,000 views on one video. And they get like 20,000 subscribers out of it. So with me, with a video with 1.7 million views, another one at almost 200,000, I'm only at 10,000. All right, at this point, this has become some kind of like a circle jerk session. I don't want to keep it going. That sounds almost kind of pathetic. I do recognize it. Doesn't change the fact that I hate it. And just always being told I am underrated, or I deserve more views, or I deserve more subs. I agree. But unfortunately, I'm not getting it. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you guys. But I'm going to just go back to trying to make videos based on passion and things I enjoy, and hope that YouTube doesn't destroy it again. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us just as I am wrapping up. I am calling it quits after a bit of a pity party session. Do I have any tea left? I do. And so with all of that, thank you all who have joined us. And we'll see you next time. And hopefully, something will happen. Some stroke of luck. Because at this point, it's not skill that gets you ahead. It's not your abilities. This humble pineapple enjoys and appreciates your work, T-Man. Thank you, Mr. Pineapple. Yeah, it's not skill or ability. It's a combination of luck and algorithm that determines where you end up. So I can only hope that I get some of that lovely magic of luck and algorithm. Thank you all who have joined us. I'm gonna spend the rest of today and tomorrow resting and recovering. And I will see you all next time. Farewell.